Today on The Young and the Restless, Daniel romances Lily, Summer comes clean, and Danny navigates an awkward situation. At the club, Daniel asks Lily, "How's your food?" She says it's good, but she's distracted. He asks what's on her mind. He worries she's upset with him and wants to clear something up. Heather and Lucy just showed up at his place. He didn't know they were back in town. Lily informs him he's babbling. Daniel isn't worried about her and Lucy, but he wants to make sure that Heather moving back isn't going to be a problem for them. Lily tells Daniel he's making more out of this than he needs to, and insists she's not upset but disappointed that she missed his conversation with Sally. Daniel reminds her she's still a part of all of this. It was supposed to be their thing, but it just went a little sideways. Lily says it's fine, she's just bummed she didn't get to hear Sally's ideas. Daniel suggests they go back to his place and he'll tell her everything Sally said. Lily's intrigued by the idea of a private tour. Phyllis greets Danny at Crimson Lights and tells him she's been looking forward to this all day and dinner. Danny says they'll have to reschedule dinner since Daniel had a last-minute change in his plans. Phyllis figures they can still have dinner together. Danny will have to take a rain check. He made other plans for dinner when Daniel's plans changed. Just then, Christine walks in. At the hospital, Sharon watches as Chance says to Summer, "Hey, what are you doing here?" Nana rushes in and takes Summer's spot at the bedside. She tells Chance she loves him and complains about him putting her through this. "This job may not be dangerous for you, but it's definitely too dangerous for me." Chance assures her he's fine. Sharon watches Summer's face as she looks at Chance. Sharon asks Chance if he can tell them what happened. Chance never expected to be shot after the crime. They were working a robbery at a jewelry store. It was over and the guy was gone, but he left a big piece of evidence and came back to get it. He pulled out a gun and took a few shots before they could subdue him. "I'm sorry for scaring you all." Nana urges him to focus on getting better. When he gets home, he's so grounded. Chance grins, "Right." Sharon takes Chance's hand for a while and then lets Nina back in beside him. Summer says she should be going. Sharon says it was sweet of her to check in on him. Summer relays that Chance was really there for her during her ordeal with her mom. Nina's sorry about what she went through. Sharon notes she even lost her marriage to the love of her life. Summer says she's doing much better now. Chance assures Summer he has her back. Summer leaves and Elena walks in. She has to ask Sharon and Nina to leave so Chance can rest and be transferred to a regular room. Sharon tells him she'll see him in the morning. Chance is looking forward to that and they kiss. Nana asks for 5 more minutes with her son. In the hall, Sharon notices Summer is still there crying. "Are you okay?" she asks. Summer is just relieved. It hit her how dangerous Chance's job is. Sharon says the good news is that he'll pull through. Summer hopes she doesn't find it weird that she came there. Sharon knows they've become friends. Sharon reiterates that he'll be fine, and you will be too. Summer says yeah, wishes her a good night and leaves. Daniel and Lily arrive at his apartment to find the electricity hasn't been turned on. He fishes out some candles and finds a flashlight. Lily finds it all romantic and beautiful. They kiss. At the hospital, Chance tells Nana, "All right. Let me have it." He guesses she thinks it's time for him to rethink his life and his future. "I've got a surprise for you." When I got hit and went down, the very first thing I thought was not again. He's not old, but it made him wonder. Am I getting too old for this? The next thing he thought was that he can't keep putting his sweet mother through this. They express their love. Nana pours Chance some water and asks if he's really having a change of heart. Chance hasn't made up his mind yet and reminds her how many meds he's on right now. Nina won't nag, but she really hopes he decides not to be a cop anymore. At Crimson Lights, Danny asks Christine if Nina wants them to bring anything to the hospital. Phyllis is horrified to hear that Chance was shot and decides she needs to get in touch with Summer. Christine tells Danny the robber should be thankful the cops got him before Nina did. She tells Danny their dinner reservations are in 15 minutes. Danny explains that Phyllis was included in his plans with Daniel. Phyllis tells Chris not to worry about extending her an invitation. She said it hadn't crossed her mind. Danny tells Phyllis it'll do dinner soon. She purrs, looking forward to it. Christine and Danny leave. Alone, Phyllis flashes back to when she and Danny were young and married, happily discussing their wonderful son. Summer comes in and Phyllis hugs her. Summer explains she just came from seeing Chance. Phyllis is glad he's doing better and asks why she's so sad. Summer doesn't want to talk about it. Phyllis asks, "You don't want to talk about what?" Summer fumes. "Why do you have to grill me about every thought that I have?" Phyllis doesn't understand what's happening. She seems upset and wants to help. Summer feels she wants to know what's going on so she can get involved. Phyllis frowns and agrees to drop it. Summer complains that she's not capable of holding boundaries. She's trying to push Heather and Daniel back together. Phyllis denies interfering. She's her mom and cares about what happens to her. Is there something else going on with Chance? Summer says, "Stop. Chance is dating Sharon." Phyllis groans, "Really?" She wants Summer to be happy and is wondering whether she will find true love. She'd like her to, and she seems to have moved on from Kyle. She assures her daughter then ain't nothing going to happen between Sharon and Chance. She's all about going after Nick. She may do her little thing with Chance, or the love/hate thing with Adam, but at the end of the day it is all about Nick, and only Nick, for Sharon. At Society, Christine updates Danny that Chance may be released in a day or two. Danny thinks that's great, but feels sorry for Nina, who has to worry about him every single day. He realizes Chris went through it with Paul and apologizes. Danny moves on to Chance's relationship with Sharon. Is it serious? Christine doesn't know, but Nina's not too thrilled about it given Sharon's track record. Danny says at the end of the day, the best they can all do is follow their hearts. Chris teases him for being corny. Danny thinks relationships always seem to be complicated for no good reason. They toast to simple relationships. In Daniel's living room, he and Lily look at Sally's initial ideas. She likes them, but can't see them very well. She suggests they go up to her place where there's electricity. Daniel's not really missing it right now. Lily isn't either, but she's missing a bed, couch, or somewhere comfortable. Daniel purrs, "I've got a floor." Lily informs him that's not happening. They head up to her place. In Crimson Lights, Phyllis tells Summer that she and Sharon will never be friends, but they've learned to tolerate each other. Summer's proud that her mother resisted throwing a grenade. Phyllis guesses Summer has feelings for Chance. Summer has no desire to try and come between Sharon and Chance, but admits she's not wrong. "I do have feeling for him." She pleads with her mother to stay out of it. Phyllis can't stay out of it, but she's proud that she's showing restraint. This is the new me. Summer is proud of her mom's restraint too. They express their love and hold hands. At Lily's place, she and Daniel cuddle on the sofa after sex. He teases that he'll need more convincing that coming up there was the right thing to do. They start kissing. At Society, Danny thanks Christine for joining him. "I enjoyed every minute of it." Christine tells him that to this day, she finds herself missing his famous pasta sauce. Danny tells her he'll make it for her again sometime. They clasp hands. Phyllis arrives outside and watches. At the hospital, Elena tells Nana it's time to say goodnight. Nina reluctantly exits after thanking her for taking such good care of her son. At Crimson Lights, Summer is on her way out when Sharon arrives. Summer asks if there are any updates on Chance. Sharon says he'll be released in a day or two. Summer will keep him in her thoughts. "And just so you know, Sharon, I am falling for him. I can't help it. The heart wants what it wants, and I'm not going to back down." It turns out that Summer was just imagining saying that as Sharon asks her if she's all right. "You zoned out for a minute there." Summer says she's just tired and leaves after saying goodnight. Sharon looks puzzled.